30th anniversary of the 1986 World Series team. They were honored tonight out at Citi Field. There you see the World Series trophy and all the greats. Doc Gooden, Jim, who came out. It's always great for the fans to see Doc and then Darryl together. It always conjures up memories of an era gone by.
Great memories. I tell you, off of that team, those two guys they had about 4 or 5 impact players. Keith certainly one of them. Ronnie was a great contributor there. It was a really tremendous ceremony. The Mets did a great job with it.
Look at that, Jesse Orosco. Ray Knight making his return. Had really been away from Mets for a long time. Mookie Wilson there as well. Gary Carter, as we know, has passed on. His wife and son were there. His son, of course, playing a role in the first pitch of the game with Orosco. Davey Johnson back as well. Lenny Dykstra, who was such a spark plug on that team, no doubt. The current players, you see David Wright with our old buddy Bobby Ojeda, and you can see everybody getting together right there. Curtis Granderson, Terry Collins would greet everybody as well. Here's Ray Knight talking about '86.
I just kept stretching my lead, and so then he hits the dribbler, and I'm so far off, my first 2 or 3 steps was hard, and I looked back over my shoulder, and I knew that it was routine play, and I knew I wasn't going to score, even with 2 outs, even if he bobbled it, so I just kind of started to slow as I got to third, and then Buddy said, go, 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 and I looked over my shoulder, and I saw the ball trickling in right field. I mean, it's the greatest feeling I've ever had, and I did not consciously feel myself get to home plate.
It seemed like yesterday because we talk about it so much. I mean, everywhere I go, people want to talk about the '86 team, and 30 years go by really, really fast.
On that team, we had something for everybody. You know, I mean, there were personalities from one end of the spectrum to the other. And it was a group of guys that really got along well together. They really loved being at the ballpark. They loved performing in front of the fans. And when the game was ready to start, we were all in.
We won 108 ball games that year, and that's a lot of ball games. I don't think any National League team has done that since us, and that mark has stood for a very long time. You know, I just think it's fun when you come back because when you look back and you look at this team, we were a complete team.
It's a bond that we'll always have. You know, we have the rings and we have those memories. We have that year we shared together, and it'll never be replicated. It was just, it's wonderful. We all got along too, so that's what's good about it. We won 108 games. There's only 11 teams in the history of baseball that won 108 games, and only 8 of those teams won more than us. So we're in a very select group, something to be very proud of, and we did it as a team, and it's just great to be here. I'm just tickled to death.
We're the luckiest people in the world. When we have these reunions, we're the only people who are put back to our 25, when we're 25, 26 years old. We travel back in time. So when we see them, even though we're all a little bigger, we all have a little more gray hair, it's like we're 25 again.
It's good being those guys. A lot of them came in Thursday, so a lot of them at the hotel. And the main thing is seeing everybody healthy. We try to catch up with the families and everything like that. You know, new girlfriends, new wives, what have you. But it's always good to see those guys. I mean, they're like family. And when you win the World Series with guys, there's never ex-teammates, you're always teammates.